deep into cold and flu season, so in today's checklist, we're going to give our immune systems a bit of a boost. And to do that, we brought in the very best NBC News medical contributor, Dr. Natalie Azar, and today, health and nutrition expert, Joy Bauer. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Good morning.
We've been talking a lot over the last few weeks about how severe this flu season has been so far. So first of all, I mean, has it gotten better?
Yes.
Okay.
So we've had 2 consecutive weeks now where the metrics have improved pretty much across the board. So cases, hospitalizations, all have gone down. Some of that might reflect a little lag in reporting after the holidays. I should note that mortality is still high.
Yeah.
The severity of the season, there's still very high and high activity across much of the United States. We talk about this a lot. It's January, what are we today, the 21st?
Yes.
Is it too late to get the flu shot? No, the answer is still, it's not too late to get the flu shot. We often will see a second peak. Remember that the flu vaccine covers 3 strains. We've had the H3N2 predominating this season, as we know. Recommended the flu shot, everyone 6 months and older. It does take 14 days to build up your immunity, just as a reminder to everybody. If you, in addition to getting your flu shot, the stuff that we say every year still holds true. You wear a mask, you stay home if you're sick, you wash your hands frequently, you clean your surfaces, and you filter. To Emily's point,
You burp your house.
You burp your house.
Yeah, burp that house.
Leave it there.
Yeah. All right, Joy, nutrition obviously plays a role in preventing sickness. How can we boost our immunity?
So here's the easiest way to think about sort of using food as a way to support a strong immune system. You want to build your meals around 4 anchors. So the first is going to be produce, and I'm talking about produce specifically that has vitamin C, carotenoids, and polyphenols, citrus, berries, leafy greens. I'm also going to add on there the 3 Bs, bell peppers, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli, because what they have within them is directly related to supporting a strong immune system. Protein is like the golden child of nutrition right now. Particularly when it comes to the immune system, protein provides building blocks for our actual immune cells and antibodies. The third anchor would be fiber and fermented foods because that enhances gut health. And gut health is connected also to a stronger immune system. And then lastly, healthy fats. So this is interesting. Healthy fats, avocados, nuts, seeds, oils. These things help to regulate immune function, but also enable nutrients to be better absorbed. It's not about being perfect. It's about just being strategic so that with each bite, you are helping yourself to build an immune system.
All right. So, Dr. Nat, what about lifestyle changes or things that you can do to help your immune system?
You know, I think a lot of times people will say, Doc, what can I do to boost my immune system? Is there a pill I can take? Is there something that I can do? And I have a conversation with my patients all the time about these pillars of health. I describe it as legs of a chair. All of these things are important. Sleep is so important. Sounds simple, but it's so important. Sleep is a time when your body's actually making proteins that can help fight against infection and reduce inflammation. Staying physically active is not just good for your cardiovascular system, but for your immune system also. Reducing stress. When we have a lot of stress for an extended period of time, our bodies release cortisol. In the immediate setting of danger, that's a great thing, but not over the long term because that can increase inflammation and really impact your immune system. And then it's pretty intuitive. Avoiding smoking. It affects your immune system, but it also dramatically increases the risk of respiratory illnesses.
Joy, we were just talking about some foods that can boost immunity. You maintain there are 3 that we might not think of, but that could be like, you know.
Yeah, so these are a few fun ones that everybody can sprinkle into their diet and really enable themselves to feel better. So mushrooms are interesting because they have antiviral properties, which can sort of give us germ-fighting oomph. Pumpkin seeds are filled with zinc, and zinc helps with normal immune function. What I like to do is I take a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds, add it to salads, yogurt, maybe even that viral cheesecake kind of a thing. I even garnish soups with some pumpkin seeds. And lastly, garlic. Garlic has these active sulfur-containing compounds. One is called allicin. And again, it could just help us to feel better. And it also delivers flavor, so it's a win-win.
And keeps vampires away.
And it keeps the vampires away.
That was great. How's the podcast coming?
Oh,
working on it.
It's doing really well.
Good. All right.
We heard we have millions and millions of
like 2 different
listeners.
Can't keep count.
Joy put together some of her favorite immune-boosting recipes on the website, today.com. It's on the website until the podcast comes out.
Perfect.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.